Hey everyone, welcome back to Dede's Mediterranean Kitchen. Today we're going to be making green beans and tomatoes, but it's not your plain old green beans and tomatoes. This has a lot more flavor. Let's get started. Here we have our pan preheated. I add some extra virgin olive oil. Here we have some chopped onions. I'm going to add these. We're going to add a little bit of salt to this. We're going to cook this on medium heat for about 3 to 4 minutes. Our onions have cooked down a bit. We're going to add half of our minced garlic. We'll stir that in. And then we're going to add our green beans. Now this recipe works best with the nice wide or broad green bean, but if you can't find that in the store or in the freezer, then just use any green bean. I have here the French green beans. I couldn't find the broad green beans. I like to use them when they're fresh during the summertime, but there wasn't any, so this is gonna work just as good. So we're going to add our green beans. I'm going to let this cook down for about 10 minutes. Add a little bit of salt and stir it up. All right, so our green beans have cooked down. I'm going to add a can of diced tomatoes. If you have fresh tomatoes, you can add fresh tomatoes as well. I don't have any fresh tomatoes on hand, so I'm going to use a can of diced tomatoes. It's the easiest thing. We're going to add some salt, and we're going to add just a dash of cayenne, just to give it a little kick. I'm going to toss this together. We're going to let this cook on a low heat for about 15 minutes. Now we've let these cook down for about 15 minutes, and we're going to give them a little toss. And you can see a lot of the water has, or liquid I should say, from the tomatoes has evaporated. That's exactly what we want. Now we're going to cook them uncovered. Now right now at this point you can add a little bit more fresh minced garlic. If you like garlic, this is definitely something you want to do. If you don't like garlic, then or you think you've added enough, you can skip this step and just let them cook. So I'm going to toss that garlic in and let this cook for another 5 minutes. Here we have a nice plate. And now you can eat this warm, you can eat this cold, you can eat it at room temperature, you can serve it by itself with some pita bread, you can serve it with some rice. I mean, this dish is just so versatile. Some people serve it as a side dish, some people serve it as a main dish. You know, it's whatever your preference is. Some people like to cook the tomatoes first with the onions and the garlic. So spread it out just like that. Here I have some bell peppers that I'm going to use to nicely decorate it. I have some contrasting colors to the tomatoes and the green. So we're going to put some green peppers just like that. Make the dish pretty and appealing. And it's that simple. Now you have an amazing dish. It's vegetarian, it's healthy, it has protein. You can eat it by itself, with rice, whatever you prefer. It's quick and simple. You can find this recipe on my website at DedeMed.com. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Pinterest. So I hope you give this recipe a try, and I will see you again soon.